What's going on, guys? Sleepless Mike of Raw Dog Sports, and I am back for day 31 of 32. And with that, we are on to the Patriots. That's right. I'm wearing my patriotic colors. We're drafting for the Patriots today at pick 31. A lot of interesting things have been going on in the offseason that involve the Patriots. Some things involving players, some things involving coaches, some things involving reporters. Man, what a wild time. What a wild time to be alive if you're a Patriots fan. You guys are on the up and up again, and then you get a whole new set of scandals around the team. It's fucking wild to me. But I'm excited to get into this mock draft because the Patriots are already very, very good. We'll talk about what has already happened in the offseason and where the Patriots can go to get over that last little hump and maybe win their next Super Bowl. But guys, thank you very much for tuning into these. If you have been, thank you. Time is the most valuable thing that you have. So I greatly appreciate you guys being here. If you are new, thank you for stopping by. And if you wouldn't mind, take a second, hit the subscribe button down below. But let's go ahead and let's get into this mock draft. Like I said, we got the Patriots on the clock at 31. 7 rounds, PFF big board. None of this stuff changes. I need it to be the same for each team. I will recap the top 10. And we got Mendoza, 1. Arvell Reese, 2. Jeremiah Love, 3. Ruben Vane, 4. Sonny Styles, 5. Francis Noah, 6. Caleb Downs, 7. Carnell Tate, 8. Mansour Delane, 9. David Bailey, 10. All right, there we go. Now sliding all the way down to 31. On the clock, they got tackle, D-line, linebacker as needs. And I don't know that I necessarily agree with all of these needs. Tackle, sure, like for depth. I thought Will Campbell was a pretty good player last year. Obviously, the playoffs were bad for Will, specifically the Super Bowl. It's a really, really tough time to have a really bad game. But I think that Will is going to continue to get better. And if not, you can always slide him inside and figure some things out. They did sign Elijah Vera Tucker, though. So the guard positions are pretty solid, I feel like, right now. I mean, you got Morgan Moses on the other side getting older. So I guess you could think tackle. I don't see it as quite as big of a need. I mean, you got Caleb Lomu. Well-built ascending tackle prospect with strong foundation. He could compete for starting reps early and with added strength and experience, projects a reliable NFL starter, but he's a left tackle. Like we're not moving off of Will Campbell already. I don't think they made it to the Super Bowl with the guy. He had a tough go in the playoffs. I wouldn't give up on him yet if I were them. Now, Cashius Howell is an interesting idea with K'Lavon Chaisson leaving and the 3-4, Cashius Howell lining up as a 3-4 outside linebacker could be a really interesting and nice move for him. Measurables are not ideal. He's got those tiny little T-Rex arms, but his good hand usage, burst, and pass rush arsenal allow him to be disruptive in one-on-one situations as a situational edge defender. I mean, you have a big need there, I think, with Chaisson leaving. Still have Harold Landry, and Draymond Jones was signed. We'll talk about all the guys that were signed to come in. But Cashius Howell could be a guy. Listen, I enjoyed talking to him at his media availability at the Combine. Put up excellent numbers. We can pull up the numbers again real quick here. 12 sacks this last year. He put up 10 sacks 2 years ago. So, I mean, he's shown over multiple years he can be pretty damn good. Pass rush win rate, you love. He's just not a run defender. He's a situational pass rusher guy, and that would be a great rotational guy to maybe fit in here. I'm trying to talk myself into a Cashius Howell. I know the arm length thing scares me. If you have watched our live shows, I have talked extensively about how the short arms can be a big problem. But I feel like if anybody can get the best out of a guy in this situation, it's Vrabel. He's not Italian, so I don't know if it's going to be his exact cup of tea. But I think Cashius Howell is still an attractive pick right here. So I'm going to go with Cashius Howell, and then we'll slide down to 63, and we'll see what is available and where we want to go. So now there's a lot of edge here where I could have gone with tackle before. I just don't see it as big of a need. Linebacker, Josiah Trotter. Yeah, downhill linebacker, best suited for a 3-4 scheme. Needs to improve in his coverage and player recognition to become a consistent starter. Kind of a thumper would be a good fit. Let's take a look at wide receiver, though, as well. So they have gone and done quite a few things. Before we talk about the receivers, let's talk about the offseason moves. Romeo Doubs has come in, 4-year deal, $80 million. That's insane to me. I think Doubs is a 2, but he's a good football player. Elijah Vera Tucker signed 3-year deal, $42 million. Draymond Jones, 3-year, $39.5 million. Kevin Byard comes in on a 1-year deal. Reggie Gilman, fullback. Julian Hill, tight end, gets a 3-year deal. This is a guy I don't know much about, but they like him. They re-signed him for this deal. Austin Hooper leaves, so they're going to expect him to probably play quite a bit, that they give him 3 years and $18 million there. Mike Brown comes in on a 1-year deal, safety. KJ Britt, linebacker, 1-year deal. Kendall Vilder, cornerback, on a 1-year deal. And James Hudson, the third tackle, on a 1-year deal. All those guys at the end there are going to be depth pieces. So they addressed wide receiver in Romeo Doubs. They got Kashawn Boutte, Mac Hollins, Demario Douglas. They don't necessarily have a true dude. This is a true dude right here in Ted Hurst. I have talked about the potential that he could get taken all the way up into the back end of the second round. I think that's how good he is. I just don't think enough people are seeing that yet. I think he can be an absolutely phenomenal wide receiver in this league. PFF is going to murder this, but I feel like wide receiver could absolutely still be something that needs to get done. Or tackle. I know Markel Brown. I feel like that's still going to be there at around 95 as well. And I have a crown over. Patriots fans, you need a true guy. Ted Hurst can be him. Long, lean, outside X receiver who brings a solid baseline of blocking and contested catch ability to the role. He has pro-level vertical speed, but it takes some time to build up. He projects as a day 3 receiver with a chance to be a contributing player. He's going to be way more than a day 3 player in my mind. Watching him at the Senior Bowl was truly, truly impressive. He is a fucking dude. I'm taking Ted Hurst here. Yeah, I'm taking Ted Hurst here at 63. And I'm going to let PFF hate me for it, and I'll let Patriots fans tell me that they hate it as well, but you're going to like that. I'm sure you would love having Ted Hurst. You might not want him at 63, but he's going to be an absolute dog. Now, sliding down to 95, edge wide receiver. Let's look at the tackles. Markel Brown is still there. So left tackle, rare trait, he's fucking massive, right? Everybody's worried about the arm length on Will Campbell. Is he not capable of it? Well, you don't have the problem with Markel Brown. He is enormous. You also have a Demetrius Crownover, but he played right tackle. Another massive human being at 6'7", 336. I don't know that I like a Gage Casey as much in this situation. I think a Markel Brown is the right call. Because if Will Campbell doesn't work, if everybody's worried about Will Campbell and the size and all that, this is the opposite of that. You can always try to slide Will Campbell inside as well. Like that creates you can go whoever your best 5 are out there. So I'm going to go with a Markel Brown here to address the need that PFF says at tackle. Now we've gone edge, wide receiver, tackle. D-line, linebacker still needs man. I just don't know if he's big enough. With them being in a 3-4, K-Part, I mean, they say knows. I don't know if I like that either. See, a Brevard I like a little bit later. Let's take a look at linebacker real quick. I've mocked Betcher to so many people. I just don't know if he's going to be. That would work in a 3-4 scheme. That size. So we're going to go with Betcher, Bryce Betcher here at 125. And right back on the clock at 131. Man, I feel like a Jalen Kilgore could be a really nice piece because he could end up being like a big nickel, play some corner, play safety. They have him listed here as a corner. Kilgore's length, strength, and explosiveness to develop into a starting nickel defender into the day's NFL. I mean, Carlton Davis, Christian Gonzalez, good. Marcus Jones, pretty good player as well. This is a nice piece. You get Kevin Byard coming in. Let's go with a Jalen Kilgore right here to continue to help that defense out. All right, so we've gone edge, wide receiver, tackle, linebacker, corner. Let's take a look at the D-line. Cole. I can get Cole next, though. I can probably get... I don't think he could play the 3-4 end. Tight end? Little Eli Raridon? May not develop into a true number 1 due to his limited receiving upside, but his blocking ability makes him a strong tight end 2 option. With that contract they gave out to Julian Hill and Hunter Henry still there, I don't know if they would want to go that way. They don't have a third quarterback on the team, but I feel like they could wait way later for that as well. Now, safety in Jalen Stroman. Another guy who played multiple spots. What else we got as safety? Wisniewski, who I also really like. I would like Wisniewski later at 191. I'm getting a little just. I don't know what I want to do, guys. I don't want to go tackle again. I don't think tight end's in need. Safety, I like a different safety. Here we go. Caden Curry. I think he's going to end up being probably a 3-4 end. 6'3", 260. He probably put on a little bit of weight. Listen, he had 12 sacks this year. Outside the tackle, I like Caden Curry. Good run defender as well. Ohio State guy. So Vrabel will love him. I'm going to go Caden Curry right here at 171. And Heineke there. Let's take a look at the safety. Do I still have? There we go. So I'm going to go with a Wisniewski here. Now, I know this write-up is going to say that they project as a box safety. I think he looks better deep. Give me him in the deep safety role. Projects as a box safety with good awareness and the ability to match up with tight ends, though limited range may cap his role. He's 6'4", 220. He's going to be an absolute weapon, I think. So give me a Wisniewski here at 191. And there are just so many picks. This is going to happen. So the slot receiver was kind of revolutionized up there in New England. And the perfect guy in the next exciting white in Eli Heidenreich can be up there and become the next great slot receiver for the Patriots. I love Eli Heidenreich. I know there's a lot of things devoted into the wide receiver room now, but Romeo Doubs is a guy that you're spending money on now because Sean Booty's a former first-round pick, kind of started to come around this year. Matt Collins is a guy who's been a journeyman around the league. Ted Hurst, I think, is going to be a special player, and Eli Heidenreich fits a very specific role and can also provide some depth in the running back room behind Travion Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson. So Eli Heidenreich at 198 feels like just a match made in heaven. And back on the clock at 2:02. So we've gone Cashius Howell, Ted Hurst, Markel Bell, Bryce Betcher, Jalen Kilgore, Caden Curry, Cole Wisniewski, Eli Heidenreich, and off the board here is going to be a Cole Brevard. Big boy, 6'3", 364, going to be a nice depth piece on that defensive front at the nose tackle spot. So Cole Brevard is going to be the pick, but I'm going to get back to that so it moves like it's supposed to. Boom. All right. Man. A Parker Brailsford, Matt Golban. You know, I don't know much about a Matt Golban, but huge position flexibility here. And I'm not sure that Parker is a great scheme fit. He's very small for a center. He's 6'2", 290. I am going to go with a Matt Golban here to help with some depth along the offensive line out of Michigan State at 212. And the last pick coming down to 247. Three-four team. Oh, man. I don't know if I have. I got a Wisniewski already. I got a Jalen Kilgore already. So that, I don't know that Kilgore and Gentry all that dissimilar. Size, Gentry's way bigger at 6'6". Feel like I got a lot of tweeners here, though, but I mean, we're talking about the Patriots. They just know how to make guys work. I don't need to address running back because Eli Heidenreich can help in that area as well, a la Danny Woodhead. Address receiver. I've got some offensive line depth. When you get to this point, I always say we're thinking about traits, and at this point, Taylor Green is one of the most athletic guys. You could take him. He could be your QB3. There is no QB3 on this team right now. That's actually exactly what I'm going to do. Tommy DeVito's backing up Drake Maye. Taylor Green will be QB3, and they might figure out to do something crazy with Taylor Green. So yeah, I'm gonna mock Taylor Green again late with high upside as a fantastic athlete and may be able to be used as a quarterback in some, I don't know. He'll never be a traditional quarterback. You can't call him a wildcat quarterback though either, because he's still a fucking quarterback. He's just going to run gadget plays. So, but you know what? Taylor Green, yeah, at 247. That's what we're going to do. We're going to finish this thing out. I drafted Ted Hurst. Yes, I knew they were not going to like that. Fine. I do not care. I get an F. Fuck it. Ted Hurst is not an F no matter where you draft him. Cashius Howell gets an A. Ted Hurst, F. Markel Bell, B+. Bryce Betcher, B. Jalen Kilgore, B-. Caden Curry, C+. Cole Wisniewski, C-. Eli Heidenreich, B-. Cole Brevard, B+. Matt Golbin, B. Taylor Green, C+. For an overall grade of a B in the bottom 28% of Patriots drafts. But that's going to be a lot to do with the F that I took for taking Ted Hurst at pick 63. So, Patriots fans, tell me, did I deserve an F for taking Ted Hurst right there? I think he's an absolute savage, and you guys will love him if that happens. But Patriots fans, let me know down in the comments. Once again, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Time is the most valuable thing that you have, so anytime you spend some with me or anybody associated with the No Sleeves Network, we are forever grateful. But I'm going to get out of here, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the last one of these. But until then, see you!